a space for you to dream, connect, and find warmth in every word. Tune in to Love and Life. Life unfolds.
Beautiful, beautiful evening to you all about living. I am the sister of your heart and of Lagos, living the politicking and issues of law. We allow everybody to hold true light, and please do me a huge favor tonight. Nice, sweet, interesting conversation. I did ask them because I called name. And they answered, and that so I did in me that to promotion upon promotion, and they're doing a whole lot better now they're to that place too. I'm going to have my own separate rooms before, not when we were under. And so so the question is, all right, before I read out the story, I'd just like to tell you that we're hearing from you. All right, so you can call 09136 the show. The number to call is 09136 136 000. Now, let me read to you tonight. All right, let me read to you the story. And like I said before, I'm getting engaged earlier this year. He's a great man for us, but the rent has been so high, and of course many of us can relate. Rent held to tell him not to bother again. He explained that doing so wouldn't leave us with a guest room, as he still intends to retain his bedroom for himself. This one should put her inside capital. He says his parents, who are quite elderly life, I told him that my parents have never done that, and as Christians who have never had sex with each other, should this be a deal? So this young lady, and they're working towards their wedding, in the station never came up. I guess she just took it for granted that they were going to be having separate bedrooms upon marriage. That grandma. So anyhow, this is where they're at. Apartments. Before we get married, I went to check that one. The rent was too high. This young lady trying to be a loving, the rent is so high, and it's not just managed with this your 2-bedroom apartment. After all, how much space? Take my normal room. Then a friend has to stay over or something. Well, then we'll now not have any guest room. So the lady was now in shock that separate rooms. We're going to have our separate rooms. Now, for me, what I understand about separate rooms, it's almost like a wardrobe. She's got her woman things, she dresses up, she packs, almost like, what do you call her now? Almost like a dressing room. Almost primary place of residence at night. Is that scenario exists. But then what this guy is saying is, no, madam, I will have that never the twain shall meet through the night. So it overnight. My question now, this is what I've seen my father do, but you want to say, is it that some men, particularly men these days, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, right from their spouses, want to be intimate, I can come to your room, but you plead unfettered access to yours. We maintain separate rooms. 136 000 410. And if you want to send a message, 000 430. If you want to send a message. Hello, good evening.
Right.
You're my first caller, so there you go.
Yeah. I'm calling from Lagos, somewhere in Lagos.
Okay.
I'm here with my wife.
You're here with your wife. Good evening, ma. How you doing?
Yeah. All right.
Chris, are you doing separate bedrooms, first of all?
Well, I say from my north side that it's fine. It's not trying to need some space to do some things. You understand?
Okay.
The room, you understand? I guess that is what the man is fine. He needed some space. On my own.
They were not ashamed. So anything.
No, God
bless you. My regards, 10 if you're going to call, and 09 opt to have separate rooms from them. Are you there? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Do try to call back. 09136. Tonight, this is Love and Life, and tonight we are discussing, is it really an issue of my money never reach? If your money reach and pass on call, well, whatever you choose to do, whether it's a yay or 36 000 430 is the number to shoot your message to. Is this a normal thing? I want to say, I feel beyond seeing his parents doing it was something he admired. He says,
My name is Gladys.
Gladys, this is your energy. I'm not sure say your guy go fit container inside one room. I'm shocked.
You know why?
Okay, so you sleep in his room?
No. I don't. There's no space here. Already, I can't do that.
Are you sure?
The only day I did that was one year.
All right, thank you.
In the afternoon, we go there to play with my kids.
Okay. It's a separate room for there once when her little boy was, as far as she was concerned, there was no point in the two of them. It's separate bedroom, but she does not maintain separate beds. But this man, for intimacy, after, like I said earlier, he begs, he brings up so many questions. Go back to your room. Okay, so a piece of underwear. Is he going to call her back and say, where from?
Please, Obinna, calling from
Obinna, yay or nay? Do you agree to separate bedrooms? Do you think it's a good thing? Teach me.
There are things that bring wives have their separate rooms. Whenever they want to administer to the man or their matrimonial obligation, they will come, man. Sometimes that is how it's supposed to be. Poverty have subject don't have choice. At the end of the day, end up sharing this. It's not supposed to be true.
Meaning that their wives are having a separate bedroom from his wife. If she was allowed separate bedrooms, do you not think that once a week will drop?
It's still in the same house.
Do. Are you sure she will not end up locking the man out of her?
Some might not be in the mood sometimes, and it depends on the man, and it depends on the kind of man who wants a separate bedroom. So, but it's good.
We lost that call. Do try to call back 09136 000 for his love and life. Hitting your.
Hello.
Good evening. You're welcome. Please go ahead.
Okay. I'll say nay to separate bedroom and stick to his wife, and the two shall become bad. But sleeping in a separate room, you begin to drift apart. The bond would not be done. Your kids are watching what you're doing, and then they will continue in the same way to sleep in separate rooms. Of course, you her room, but she does not necessarily have to happen when, like you said, if after having fun with your wife, it ends there as if you're done, you're tired, you just want to, as if she's just yeah. All right, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Chris. God bless you. Bedrooms, yay or nay? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Please reduce the voice. Tell me reduce. Let's try it one more time. Call back 09136 000 410. Hello, good evening. Hello.
An experience I would like to chip in. Okay. A friend, unknowingly to her, I would also say men who like to keep separate rooms have got married to.
She got married to?
Yeah, she didn't know she got married to because there was no connection whatsoever. Engaged in so many sexual practices. Yes. So a lot of men are like that because they have their partner, their spouse to be aware of. Because they are not so, they are not so, they are not ready to come up.
All right. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm Joy calling from Ikoyi.
You're who? Your name again?
So I would like to add something.
No, answer my question first, Joy. Chip in whatever you want to chip in.
Okay, about Maryland. They are living, the couple are living in separate rooms. So I feel living is always telling me about everything. When you call this 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, that's what will happen.
All right. So what is your perspective on this issue? Are you for separate rooms or not? Hello, good evening. Anthony from Unipan. Talk to me. Separate rooms or not?
Information.
Yes, please.
Our husband and wife does not live to the same. Take note, and that is beyond spiritual. And they will.
If the woman's room is the kitchen, what's the name of the man's room?
It's called kitchen. That is why I'm warning. Do not attach a derogatory this thing to that word kitchen.
All right.
Because she will cook there. After cooking, they use firewood. If you marry, for instance, they will first of all take you and give you a room. That room is the primitive day. It is meant for kids. There are other things that are going on. You will pack yourself inside. That is the beginning of us. Different from your attitude when you are living in the primitive. Do you even know that any marriage that is based on excessive sex, the marriage will not last? Will not last.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, because with somebody during the day and it comes home and it's not.
Thank you. 10. And if you want to send a message, 0913.
Okay, Chuku, and I'm calling from Mamu Odofi.
Okay, Chuku, nice to hear from you tonight. Separate or why? Maka, why?
Have something to hide. That's one. Okay. It's either promiscuous or is an occult. That is husband and wife. I'm talking husband and wife. There is a kind of bond that exists between husband and wife. And such bond, yeah.
All right. Bless you loads. Okay, so if you're just joining this FM, the sound of Lagos, and tonight we are dealing with a particular case, and they're planning to get married by in December, that the rents are just off the charts point. You know, we can still manage this to get a 3-bedroom apartment when it's just going to be the two of us, at least for the first year or so, own room. They will now not have any room. Comes over, my auntie comes over. They will now not guess that might come in. And she was like, are you serious? All his life, that's what he has always seen. That's how he has ever known them to be. They go to their separate bedrooms. Daddy goes to his room at night. Mom, maybe that's for your parents. Your parents are elderly. You're the youngest. In my family, my parents have never. It's a good idea. That's the only way I know, and that's a red flag for her. And if you want to send a message, 09136 000 for her husband has his own bedroom. She has her own bed. Go into his room and all that. And she says that he locks the door. Say, go and seduce your husband now. Is it not your husband? Now you get your thing and all that. And she said, oh, I'm sorry. I think we lost that call. Do try to call back. 09 or you've gone through a similar situation. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
This is Mafia calling from Sulu. I have to say this. That lady, so that man definitely has.
So you two, you have 09136 triple bedrooms, yay or nay? And if you're saying yay, why? If you're saying
okay, oh my.
Bosse from Majawu, Auntie Bossy Bombo.
Yes.
So you and Dad.
Oh man. Yes.
Okay. All right then. So talk to my wife.
It's one love now.
One love.
Yes.
I like it. So one enjoy the rest of your evening. One love, keep us together. I wonder, or have gone through this, a situation that is similar, and you feel compelled to maintain a separate bedroom from your spouse, and it is breaking your heart. I want to encourage you, Limos. Don't forget, this is a judgment-free zone where you can call 09136 000 for.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do try to call back. Message. Hello, good evening. Island. Separate bedrooms, yay or nay?
Initially, I love separate bedroom, but so when I want to get married, because sometimes I need my privacy. The man was so care. There's no problem. You will get to know who I am. So that is what it says. At the house, you say don't pass things close to me. People need today to do that.
Body.
I can't like go back on body.
All right. So, what is your take? Are you like Blessing that you didn't like Gumbody, but now the Gumbody is tutoring you?
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Oh, my name is Yeah.
Okay, and you two, you want to have separate bedrooms?
If we become married. Yeah.
All right.
So
you'd have to leave your room to go to her room, or would you now call her and be like, babe, show face now?
Yes.
All right, thank you. It will depend on him and his wife. When they're done, everybody you go chop clean mouth. When they chop finish, you clean mouth. Everybody go to your own room and all that.
Hello, buddy. I'm calling from Ikoton.
All right, Mr. Olabode from Ikoton. Separate bedrooms, yay or nay?
Yes, for me, the
two of you must be in the same room. Yeah.
Definitely. Even if you have 20 rooms in the house. It just came up in my head. So I had a friend, an older friend, normally does not sleep in the same room.
with his lip. You know, I was really like, why? What is this that you are doing? Why are you doing this? He said, there are some men like that. I want to be. I've done something. I used to, stay in like a 2-bedroom before outside of Nigeria for 3 hours just to be, with just to think or just put that thought in my head. And don't know, it's not good at all.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me see. Wow. Okay, so let me see if I can. Because we help me beg this girl, like. How are you doing, darling? No, for you as a person.
For me, it would be growing up. My parents were in one room, and then my closets. Like it was, they only ever met in the bedroom. But my mom had a little study in her little closet as well. He also had his own thing going on. But guess what? There were no doors in between. Nothing was kept with my spouse. Now the reason is, this is what I have been conditioned to. It could have been caused by a fight that happened 14 years ago, but they just don't ask questions. The question you should ask yourself is, why do you do?
That's why we kept asking.
Why? Yes. Yeah. You need to understand the real why, not because it's what your parents did or what you saw. Separate rooms. Do you like the idea of sleeping together? Why do you want to sleep together? Both parties should be able to defend and speak of what they like.
Marriage has so many things working against it that you really do not want to separate ways. That's it for me. That's just what I feel. Slept anywhere apart from, away from my husband, and she's out of the country. I was going to get her permission to use one of her Instagram, one of need for husbands and wives to sleep. She says that there is an intimacy that cannot be forged anywhere else in bed. Praying together, talking, to say that she was out of town for family persons, for a relative, host husband's room, and she was like, no, uncle, we don't do like that too. That they had to sleep. She insisted that she and her husband was good night, and they were okay. So for me, I think, Oga, you are facing east, Monday to Friday morning to little, and everybody, Oga will go to a separate room, you go to your separate room. For me, in this day, I leave you in the floral scented hands of your flower.